Good morning, class 2. Welcome to your value education class, children. So, after the unit test, this is the first class. We are going through the syllabus of half yearly. I hope every one of you has done very nice in the unit test, isn't it? You have written your paper well, and I hope you will get good marks in your value education. So we have completed chapter 7 before the unit test 1, and today we will begin the class with chapter 8. Okay, and this is your book. All you know that this is Inspiration for Life, and open your book at page number 37. This is chapter 8 of your book. Chapter 8. So take a pencil in your hand and let us begin the class. The name of the chapter is Gifts of Nature. Gifts of Nature, chapter 8, page number 37. So Gifts of Nature. So here what we will study, we will see that what are the things that the nature has given us. Children, tell me one thing. You all love to get gifts, right? As a person, I also feel very nice when someone give me some gift. Isn't it? On your birthday, your parents give you gifts, your relatives, your friends, everyone gives you gift, and you are very much excited to receive those gifts, and those gifts are very precious to you, right? And you take care of those things very nicely. You take care of them properly, right? In the same way, the nature has given us some gift. So in this chapter, we will learn about the gift that nature has given us, okay, and how to preserve those, how to keep this gift properly. So you must have learned heard the word environment. What is environment? Environment means the natural thing that surrounds us. Everything that surrounds us makes our environment. Like the plants, the animals, isn't it? Air, everything, land, all these are what? These are the natural things, okay. So these are what? These are the gift of the nature. The Mother Earth, our Mother Earth has given us this gift so that we can enjoy it, right? So environment is what? Environment is the natural world of land, sea, air, plants, animal, everything. Everything comprises of this environment is comprises of land, sea, air, plant, animals, etc. So it is the most important gift of God. God has given us this gift, and this is the most important gift God has given us. Our environment refers to the natural thing in our surroundings. Whatever the things we see in our surroundings, the natural things makes our environment, okay. Now environment gives us land to live. Where do we live? On land, okay. We take air to breathe. Without air, can we live? No, we cannot live. So we need air to breathe. This is also given to us by the environment. We need water for our survival. This is also given to us by God, isn't it? So this makes our environment. Water to drink, then plants for food. Why do we need plants? For food, and animals to serve us. They serve us, and again we use those animals, the animal product, as our food, right? So environment has given us so many things, so that we can survive. It gives us land, air, water, plant, food, animals, etc. Isn't it? These are all the gift of nature. These are the gift given to us by God, right? Now we cannot count the benefits of nature. Nature has given us so many benefits, okay, so with the help of which we can live. Hence, we cannot count them. Hence, it is our duty to care for it and protect it. And thus, it is our duty as the gift, as nature has given us so many gifts. So, it is our responsibility to handle it carefully and to do our duty towards the environment, towards the nature. Can you say are we protecting our environment or harming it? So, can you say that this human being like us, we are protecting our environment or we are harming it? Can you say? So pollution is the biggest enemy of the environment, and we are responsible for this. We are creating this pollution, isn't it? How? By different ways. We'll discuss it. See, the pollution is the biggest enemy of the environment. The environment pollution created by different ways, by the smokes that comes out from the industry, factories, okay, the smoke that comes out from vehicles, it pollutes our environment. The chimneys of the factories, and turn the page to page number 38. So chimneys of factories and exhaust of automobiles, so they are polluting the air with with poisonous gases. So the exhaust of the automobiles, when we ride vehicles, okay, so when we drive vehicles, then that time what happened, exhaust, the smokes comes out from the exhaust of the car vehicles, so it pollutes the environment with poisonous gases, which is not harmful, which is not beneficial for the environment, but which is harmful for us. People are cutting trees for wood and fuel. We are cutting trees for making different kinds of furnitures, building big houses, isn't it? So we are cutting trees for wood and fuel also. People are throwing rubbish in the river. We are throwing rubbish in the river. Animals and birds are killed for different uses, and even animals and birds are killed for different reasons, isn't it? So all these are what? These are polluting the environment. See, here we can see a picture. The boy is throwing the garbages in the river. Okay, the smokes coming out, the waste of the factories, they are letting it out through a pipe, and it is going to into the river, so it is polluting the river. And the animals, like the fish, different varieties of fish, they are affected by the this chemicals that comes out from factories and industries, right? So if we continue to do such thing, we will suffer. We will not get pure drinking water, and if we do this, we will not get pure drinking water. There will be no fresh air to breathe, and if we pollute the air, there will be no fresh air to breathe. We will fall sick. The beauty of this world will be ruined, and we will be responsible for it, and the beauty of the nature will be destroyed. Okay, and who are responsible? Who are responsible for all this pollution? We human beings are responsible, isn't it? So we do it. However, nowadays people are showing some awareness. Nowadays people are becoming a bit conscious about this thing. They are planting trees. We are planting trees. Various measures are taken to safeguard not only the environment but also the wild animal. What happened? People, they have started to kill wild animals randomly, isn't it? Now people are becoming conscious, and now they are taking measure to safeguard the environment. How? By not killing the wild animals, but not destroying, but not polluting the air, water, etc. National parks and wildlife sanctuaries are made to protect the wild animal. In order to protect the wild animal, as people are killing a lot of wild animals also for their own benefit, for their profit, so national parks and wildlife sanctuaries are made where they protect the animals. Okay, so are made to protect the wild animals specially. We must try to be the best. We must try our best to keep the environment clean and beautiful, and it is our responsibility, and we should do our best to keep the environment clean and beautiful. Small and simple step taken by us protect the environment. If we take even small step, okay, it will protect our environment. We should preserve its serenity for the coming generation, because the coming generations will face more difficulty if we destroy the environment like this. So it is our responsibility to make our future bright, to see that whether the next generation are able to live comfortably or not, isn't it? So it is our duty to keep the environment, to preserve the serenity of the coming of for the serenity of the environment for the coming generations, isn't it? So we must take even small step can help us a lot. Okay, so next is, this is our art, care for it. So okay, it is a story related to the chapter. We will do this in the next class. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day and go through the chapter nicely. Thank you.